In this video, I will be teaching you how to compute the measures of relative position for a group data. Now in your schools, in the activities in your schools, you will just be given these two columns. So you would need to complete your frequency table by placing in the lower boundary and the cumulative frequency. The lower boundary is just the midpoint of the groups. That would be 74 and 75 for this cell. 79.5 is placed here because that is the midpoint of 80 and 79, and so on. Now, the cumulative frequency is the frequency that is adding up. So in this cell, 8 is placed because 8 is the value for the first column. 28 is placed here because this is the sum of 20 and 8. 40 is placed here because that is the sum of 12, 20, and 8. 51 is the sum of this cell, this cell, this cell, and 8. Now, we fill in the values for k, n, and I because we need to know the value of k n divided by I so that we could get the values for L, B, F, and W. Again, let me repeat that. We need to first get the value of k n divided by I before we can get the values for L, B, F, and W. Now, k is 27 for this problem because we are required to get the 27th percentile. N is equal to 106, or this is the total number of entries, or that would be the highest cumulative frequency. I should be 100 since this is a percentile. K n divided by I must be computed this way. Open parenthesis, k multiplied by n divided by I. After doing that, we will get the value for k n divided by I, which is 28.62. And we know that 28.62, when we refer back to our cumulative frequency, is somewhere between these two cumulative frequencies. And it says in the formula that we need to choose the group higher than k n divided by I. That is why we must get our values from this group. Now, the lower boundary for this group is 64.5. B, or the cumulative frequency before this group, is 28. The frequency of this group is 12. W is the group width, or that would be 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. There are 5 numbers in this group, so that would be 5. Now we apply the formula which says that L must be added to k n divided by I minus B, and this difference must be divided by F, and this quotient must be multiplied to W. We will now get a value of 64.76, and this means that the 27th percentile is equal to 64.76. Now, if we would like to compute for the, let's say, 7th decile of this group, that we would just change the values for k, n, and I. That would be 7. N is equal to 106. I is now equal to 10. Now, the formula is already placed here, so it computes automatically. K n divided by I is equal to 74.2. And we know that this value is somewhere between these two groups. But we choose the group higher than k n divided by I. That is why we choose this group. So now we adjust the values. L now is 79.5. B, or the frequency before this group, is 65. F is 14. And W is 5. We now get a position of 82.79. This means that the 7th decile is at 82.79. So if you have questions, just ask me on the comment section.